welcome back, my most amazing artists. Today is the day 3 part of our cityscape project inspired by the artist James Rizzi and Vincent van Gogh. Today we're just going to finish off. At this point we've already colored in, outlined all the buildings and the faces and marker. We've finished making the marks for our sky. I'm going to show us a quick trick that we can do if we were able to use markers, because we had markers at home. If you have just one paintbrush, any paintbrush, and a little cup of water, I'm going to show you, we're going to wet our paper and just a little bit of water. Like I said, you want to be really careful not to add too much. You will want something to work on. I'm just using this piece of board so that I don't get water all over whatever table I'm using. If you can use newspaper or just something, make sure it's okay with your parents that I don't want to get something messy in your house that you're not supposed to get messy. So I'm going to show you right now. Alright, so here we go with our paintbrush and our water. So once again, just a little bit of water. I'm just using computer paper, so my paper is pretty thin, so I do want to be really careful that I don't add too much water. But basically what we're going to do is we're going to wet the marker and it's going to bleed and it'll look pretty cool, especially the background, because remember we were working like Vincent van Gogh's Starry Night painting, and it looks a little bit like we were using watercolor. And you might need to clean your brush if you're going between very different colors, but here, because in the background for the most part I've got my green and my purple that kind of blend together, and it'll make it look like a really cool painting. So I'm just going to keep on blending together my So that's it for adding water to make our drawing and marker look more like a painting. And you can see that it is going to bleed, especially because we're probably just using computer paper or scratch paper at home. If you really don't want to use the water because you're afraid it'll mess up your faces, then I'll show you guys next an example of just coloring with the crayons. But we still, remember, we're still working on we're inspired by Vincent van Gogh's Starry Night, so we still want to be making the same type of an artwork and have a very similar idea. It's just that if you'd like to experiment and it's okay with your parents to use, or whoever you live with at home, to use the water and to wet it, and you want to try something new, then please go ahead and do that. And once again, if it's wet, you want to make sure you have a surface you can work that it won't get too messy, and then you'll need to let it dry before, because it is going to be really fragile when the paper gets wet because it's pretty thin. So if you do tear your paper, don't worry about it. It's okay. I still want to see your artwork, and I'll explain how to upload your artwork so I can see it. I can't wait to see what you guys have been working on. Really quick, if you don't have marker or if you don't want to do the trick with water, I'm going to show you very quickly, just a quick review, how you can color in your drawing with preferably crayons or colored pencils. So I'll show you really quick that in this video.